Nick Noonan, FightHype.com here with Glenn Rushton. Glenn, a pretty, subdued sort of press conference?
Yeah, it was fairly subdued. I think everyone was quite respectful and, everything sort of went. We had the little dispute over, of course, who's walking out second. I think we resolved that. And as I said, I don't really care as long as it's Jeff that walks out second. So, I think we've sorted that one out and that was great.
You spoke a little bit around this team and how much this team has been such a great new support. Probably going into fights, this is probably the best sort of organisation you've had for support for yourself?
Yeah, it has been really, really good and working very well together. The key is sometimes, as they say, a team of champions doesn't always make a champion team, but we have had a group of people that have gelled very well, and we get on personally very well and professionally very well. So it's been a really good blend. Been very happy with the work Chris Muckett's done during the COVID period on getting Jeff's body strong, and the other guys like Matt and Tyrone and all of them have been terrific as well. So it's been a great team effort.
And obviously, when are we going to make a decision on who's walking out second? I know it's not the be all end all to the fight, but is there something that you and Glenn Jennings, Matt Rose, Dean Lonergan will sit down and talk about either tonight, tomorrow, or it could take up right
as far
to
as
the
I'm
fight?
concerned, we're walking out second. That's it. I don't think there should be any more talk about it. We just walk out second, and he's a Queenslander. He's higher ranked in the world. He's a former world champion. He's beaten the likes of Manny Pacquiao. And if you look at Tim, if Tim's last name wasn't Tszyu, we wouldn't be having this conversation. It would be just obviously realise that Jeff goes out second. So I think. The runs are on the board for Jeff. Tim's still got to prove himself at this level, and whilst he's got incredible potential and he's a brilliant young boxer, as I said, and the famous quote from Sun Tzu, The Art of War, is that, you may know how to win a fight, but it doesn't mean you can do it. Okay, so, and in this case, Jeff knows he can do it. Tim still doesn't know that. He's going to find that all out come Wednesday night.
You've obviously been in a lot of big press conference fights, the Crawfords, the Pacquiaos, Mundines, domestically and that. Do you think Tim's a little bit nervous?
I think he is. To me, he looked a little nervous. I think this is all a bit foreign to him, so he's thinking like, oh, well, what goes on here? And so, yeah, he's been in press conferences, but not at this level. This is a very, very big global fight going on here Wednesday night in front of a big stadium here. He's the main event. And yes, it's going to be a little bit daunting. And remember, he is a New South Wales guy going into Queensland territory, and he's going to feel under the pump.
Do you think you were saying yesterday as well? You think he's peaked too early? Why do you say that?
He just looked to me a little light, and he even said he's already at 70.5.
Do you believe
already?
That?
Yes, I do actually. Looking at him, I've seen him here this week and thought he looked quite thin. I feel he might have just gone over the top a little bit. He may have just peaked a little bit early, and I think that combined with just the nerves of the fight, and the stress that's starting to build up, he just wants it so badly, and sometimes that can actually prove your undoing. He may fight his fight before the fight.
No worries. All right. Thanks for catching up at FightHype.com.
Always welcome.